Salutations, sleuths. I'm Gina.
I'm Maria.
And we are
Fortuitous.
Boom! I'm just working on writing a paper. But I was in a little hole for like 3 hours, so I just had like those zoomies when I came out. I'm like, let's do things. Greg was so ready to go to sleep. Okay.
Yeah. And then you sent me that one Snapchat of you like singing, and it was like 3 Snapchats worth of video of singing, and then I had no idea how to react to that. I'm like, I sent it to you, and I'm just sitting there like, thank you. Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
I replayed it to myself, and you know when you think you sound good and then you record it and it's absolutely anarchy?
Yeah.
That's what I got. And I
and
almost deleted it.
Still sent it.
But I'm like, if there's anyone that can appreciate it.
No, and that's why I'm sitting here and I'm so confused for so long.
It was so bad too.
And I'm like, thank you.
and I thought it sounded good. The henda, like I thought it sounded so consistent in my head, in my throat, my nodules.
Yeah.
But you hear it and it sounds like, yeah, it's like a dying fish, I guess, if that's even possible.
A dying seagull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
No.
Anywho,
this is back to back for Gene and I. Again, we mentioned in one of the episodes, these will come out kind of randomly or sporadically. Gina's back in school, and so we're meeting once a month. We're banging out 2 at a time, and so yeah, that whole point was just to let you know that it's going to be out of order. This one is coming out on my birthday, actually.
Oh.
So I was trying to look ahead and see. That's how far advanced we're doing shit.
Okay. So, do we celebrate? I don't have a gift. I broke my New Year's resolution. I don't have my gift
giving
on your podcast birthday.
Yeah, I mean, today is February 11th. My birthday is March 6th. This will come out March 6th. Okay. I gave you no warning at all. I figured that out just like an hour before we recorded. I was like, what is this? And do I need to make an announcement for anything?
Cute.
My birthday.
Okay.
And then the other thing that I wanted to shout out at the beginning is, way back when we talked about doing like a charity of the month. Mm-hmm. So someone has reached out with a charity. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the first episode that's coming out in March, so we're going to start with that charity, and we'll make that the March charity.
Okay, what's the charity?
The charity is, and it was actually submitted by Maddie, that you know.
Okay.
So, Maddie Leitner, if you are looking to buy a house or sell a house in St. Louis, hit her up. Great real estate agent. She was also on the podcast, like 30 plus episodes ago. She did the cult episode 35, if you want to check it out. Anyway, she listens to the podcast, and she has submitted a charity that her team is supporting and partnering with. Mm-hmm. And it is the St. Louis Area Diaper Bank and the St. Louis Alliance for Period Supplies.
Okay.
So I will link every episode that comes out in March, I will link the charity link to that. So if you're looking where you can click on to help like donate or whatever, then check it out in the episode links. We always have links in each episode. I'm going to try and figure out how to get it to like a website or on our social pages.
Okay.
But for now, they're going to be in the episode links or the episode notes.
So wait, can you tell us a little bit more about what the charity is? I don't understand it from the name.
Yeah. So some quick facts. 2 in 5 women struggle to purchase period products due to lack of income. 1 in 3 families across the country experience diaper need. It costs roughly $1,000 in diapers for one child for 1 year.
Yeah, diapers are freakishly expensive.
Stupid expensive.
That's stupid.
And $1,000, that can be up to like 15% of someone's like take home income.
You know
as a
what's
parent.
funny is when you go and gift give and you typically like gift give on a budget and it's like, oh, I'm going to spend $20-$30 and somehow diapers go over that. And it's like,
Diapers are expensive as fuck.
yeah, I just know that I don't want anything. When I have a kid, just give me diapers.
That's all I want. Yeah.
That overwhelms me to the amount of diapers you'll need.
Yeah, no toys, clothes, none of that. Just diapers.
Yeah. I'll entertain them with a leaf. Give me diapers.
It's called imagination. Let them get one. Let them get creative. They don't need all the toys.
And you mentioned period supplies. Yeah, 11, 15. I say 11 like on the dot. $15 for
Like
a
tampons?
big solid container of tampons, and you are technically supposed to change it out every 4 hours.
You can go through a lot, and like you have it every month. So like, yeah, it adds up quick.
Yep.
So there's 3 ways that you can help out. So there's an Amazon wish list. So there will be items that you can select from Amazon. And then, it'll send it to wherever it needs to go. There's a direct donation button that you can do, and you can just donate funds if you don't want to pick something out. Or you can do like an actual physical drop off. So let's say you have diapers or period supplies just extra, or you want to pick up some new ones and then drop them off. You can do that. And the drop off location is, let me make this a little bit bigger. I'll just bring it closer to my face. It was not working. So you can drop them off at the Keller Williams, Chesterfield. It is 16401 Swingley Ridge Road, number 200, Chesterfield, Missouri 63017. Again, this will all be linked in our show notes. Or if you can't figure out the show notes situation, just message me and I will send the link directly. And the link will give you more information on the charity and the families, and it will have all those buttons of the different ways that you can help out.
Okay.
Let me just bring this closer to my face.
I'm so sorry. You're trying to be serious, and I'm sitting here watching you click it.
And it's not moving. And we'll shout it out at the beginning, we'll do it at the beginning of every episode in March. Like, hey, charity of the month, go check it out. First episode of the month, we'll talk about it a little bit more and give them more details, but then each month we'll just do the reminder.
Hey, great idea from the beginning to do a charity of the month. Great idea, Maddie, on the
Yes.
type of charity for our first month to start it out.
Yes.
This is all exciting. I'm excited to see if we can get
We get
anything.
traction. Yeah.
If, at the least. I mean, shit, I'll donate something. You've got my attention. I think that's more than none. So
I think it would be very hypocritical if we did not do shit.
donate, fuckers.
Everyone else do
They're
it.
not.
It's like when those celebrities will get on, these billionaire celebrities that will get on, and like there's been all these fires, and like you common folk that are struggling to buy eggs, you donate your money. But not me, not I, who have all the money to fix all of this immediately. Not I. You guys, the common folk, help out your brethren peasants. So, yeah, no, I was planning with every charity that we have that we are going to contribute in some way.
Cool. All right.
Well, thank you, Maddie. All right, and because this is coming out on my birthday, I am a fan of anecdotal jokes.
Okay.
What are anecdotal jokes? They are more than the one-liners, because you know me, get into the detail of the devil. Like, more details, the better.
All right.
These are like the story jokes.
Are you sure you're saying it right?
Anecdotal.
I hope you're saying it right.
Well, how do you think it would be said?
You thought acronym was anagram. So I want to make sure that you're
Anagram.
saying this right.
Anagram.
Can I see it? Do you have the name up?
Yes.
Also,
I'm not even going to try to
because
zoom.
it sounds familiar, but I've never... Yeah, all right.
Anecdotal.
I'm pretty sure that looks about right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It has a blue squiggly line, though, so are we sure that that's spelt right?
Yeah, the red
Right,
squiggly.
verbiage?
Red squiggly is spelled incorrectly. Blue squiggly is grammatically And I'm surprised not all of this is in blue, because it's just my free-flowing thoughts.
Amazing.
And they are not ever grammatically correct.
Clean,
they are not never grammatically
free-flowing.
right. But so I really wanted this episode to go like really well, and sometimes, you know, I struggle with like the punchline. So I went to like Barnes and Noble, I got a book, and I've got it all written down
Love the effort.
to get inspiration and to like really nail it. However, it turns out that that book that I got was a thesaurus. So you can imagine my disappointment and my sorrow, my regret, my dismay.
Okay.
That was the first joke. I got a thesaurus instead, and I'm listing off all of these synonyms.
Maria.
It's so bad, but it's still like so like if you got it.
You were waiting.
I was so hard.
Your face was so cursed.
It's like,
I'm glad you found that so funny. Shit, that went right over my head.
it did. And
That was precious.
don't judge the rest of the episode by the quality of the first one. That was just a little teaser to get us warmed up. The rest, I think, are actually like, you know, funnier.
Okay.
I have a combination of not safe for work jokes and some safe for work jokes questionably.
Okay.
Which do you want to start with?
Safe. No, not safe.
Not safe. All right.
Yeah.
Starting with the not safe. And I just have one-liner in here.
Okay.
What kind of bees produce milk? Boobies. Boo-bees. It's so bad. It's funny.
Is this a segment of dad jokes?
There's some dad, like that one was a dad joke, right?
Okay.
I think the thesaurus one was also a dad joke.
Okay.
These not safe for work ones.
Let me tell you, dad jokes, they don't always go just through over my head. They are like, I don't think they're funny.
I think
so
some are
I
funny.
sit there, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no. So that was like the only like one-liner.
Boobies.
Boobies. I know, it was a Laffy Taffy joke from forever ago. All right. So now we're getting into the not safe territory, the anecdotal territory. All right, so 3 nuns pass away and they go to heaven. And they are at the pearly gates with Peter. And Peter's like, I have to ask you some questions before you come in. And so he asked the first nun, who was the first woman? And the first nun, she says, Eve. And he goes, yep, you're in. Correct. He asked the second nun, where did Eve live? And she says, Garden of Eden. And he's like, yep, you're in. And then he gets to the third nun, who is the mother superior. So she's, you know, needs to be extra smart or whatever. He goes, I'm afraid the question will be a little bit more tricky for you. So he asks, what did Eve say when she first saw Adam? And she's like, oh, that's a hard one. And he's like, yep, you're in. Like, doesn't that just, like, slap? Like,
You're making me laugh more than the joke. You're
guess who put this episode together?
just.
Isn't that so funny?
Okay, it was good. It was good.
It's not-
It's because I saw it coming a little too early on. I was just
Did
like,
you?
I know where this is. Well, not really. But when you said, okay, yeah, I don't know. It's because I understood it too well.
I thought it was great when I first saw it. And that's what actually inspired the rest of the episode. I was like, that's hilarious.
All right, hit me with another one.
All right. Same concept,
Your
but
reaction.
right. to my own jokes. All right. So same concept, but with 3 men this time. So 3 men are at the gates of heaven, but there's only room for 1 person. So Peter asks each of them how they died. Or he asked, okay, how did you die? And the best story gets to go through. Best story wins. So man 1, I was adamant my wife was cheating. I came up to my apartment on the 24th floor and walked in only to find my wife by herself. I was pleasantly surprised until I saw a man hanging off the edge of the balcony by just his fingers. I went over to him with a hammer and hit his hands until he let go. He fell in some bushes and was still alive. So I grabbed my fridge and I lifted it over the edge so it would fall on him.
Oh my God.
After all that heavy lifting, I died of a heart attack. And then Peter's like, oh shit, that's terrible, you know? So then
Who's Peter?
he's the gate monitor, I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
Is this supposed to be a known thing?
I think so,
Okay.
yeah. So Peter's like, shit, that's terrible. So he turns to the next man. He's like, well, what's your story? So man number 2 is like, well, I was on the 25th floor balcony and I was doing some yoga and I fell over the edge. I was hanging on by my fingers when I saw a man coming over. I was so relieved, but then he starts hammering my fingers and I fell into the bush. I was alive, but I was very sore. Then he throws a fridge over the edge and now I'm here. And Peter's like, oh my God, that is just terrible. Then he turns to the third guy and he was like, well, what about you? And the man number 3 goes, well, I was hiding in the fridge.
Okay, that one was better.
Okay. I was trying not to like.
Okay, I did like that one.
that
was
good.
cute.
I like that one. All right, going back to the nuns. I don't know why, like, these were like, I wasn't trying to make them religious centric, but they just happened to be that way. Okay, so 2 nuns, they're sitting on a park bench, and a flasher walks by. He opens up his coat and he shows his bits. So one nun had a stroke. The other nun couldn't reach. Think about it. So they're sitting on the bench.
Arms?
No. So they're sitting on the bench, and a flasher walks by. He opens up his coat to reveal himself. One nun had a stroke. The other nun couldn't reach. I'm doing hand gestures for Gina here. She had a stroke. She stroked him.
What do you mean the other one couldn't reach?
Oh my God. The other one, I guess, was sitting too far from the bench and she couldn't reach his dick to stroke also.
Okay.
It's a play on the word stroke. Because you would think the nun had a stroke, like, oh my God, and fainted.
Yeah.
But it was really like she had a jerk. Oh shit.
Okay. I hope
Clearly
everyone
that
else
one
had
was
a
not.
good laugh. Because I just ruined that for you if I couldn't get the laugh. I'm sorry.
Like, not all of these are going to slap for everyone, right? So I was trying to get a variety.
It's when you have to give the hand gestures and
It's
explain it.
when you have to explain it, then it's not a joke
Everyone did.
anymore.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah. All right. Concentrate on this one.
I can get this.
All right. What is the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom? So what is the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom? A pickpocket snatches watches.
I want to laugh. I really want to get it. Pickpocket? Pickpocket.
So a pickpocket,
Pick. Are you saying pick?
yeah, pickpocket. You know, the people that
Snatches
watches.
What's the other one?
So usually then you flip what the other one does. And so then, like, the joke is, like, when your mind finishes the sentence of the peeping Tom. Because what does a peeping Tom do?
Watches?
Watches snatches.
See, listen, what the hell does the snatching mean?
Okay, are you familiar with the type of jokes where, like, what is the difference between this and this?
No.
Oh, okay. So then...
Is this painful for you? Am I the joke? Good lord.
Okay, so yeah, there is a joke with these jokes have a certain structure when it's like, what's the difference between this and this? And then you say, like, the first part, well, this does this. So then you automatically assume that the next one does like the opposite of the first. And so when you ask what's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom, oh, well, a pickpocket snatches watches. So then in turn, the peeping Tom watches snatches. All right.
Just
I did
thrill of frustration.
That's on me for just assuming that people knew these type of jokes.
Not just people. Me.
Gina. I assumed everyone knew.
It's just me. I'm
just me.
Gina.
All right. So then I don't know how this next one will land.
Okay.
This goes way back to our dream episode, and remember our boy Freud. Sigmund Freud.
Uh-huh.
And remember he had a certain obsession. Okay. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Okay. How many Freudian analysts does it take to change a light bulb? 2. 1 to change it, and the other to hold the penis.
Okay.
And this
What change the penis? Yeah, I don't get that.
And then
how does that apply to changing a light bulb?
And then it's dot, and they go ladder.
Okay.
Because Freud thinks that everything is a penis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you waited too long to get to the punchline.
Yeah, it was on the next
ladder.
Yeah, I waited too long.
Okay, because I would have gotten that one. I would have gotten that one.
Okay. Well, you started cracking up after penis, and then...
Well, because you said penis. Good job.
Ladder.
Okay.
All right. Let me look at this next one to see if I need to explain anything ahead of time.
I love how there was so much effort between these jokes. They are not.
And that's where it's like, so these...
I'm breaking it. I'm ruining it.
No, you're not ruining it. Everyone has different sense of humor. And, like, the anecdotal jokes are the ones that I like. That have kind of, like, the story and they're, like, the slow burn. Mm-hmm. And then that's, like, that last line that's, like, the punchline. I like the build. One-liners, they're fun. They're fine. You know, it's whatever. Mm-hmm. I still appreciate a good one-liner.
Oh, yeah.
And some people find those funnier.
God.
Some people don't have the, like, attention span for, like, the full joke.
I would love to get not necessarily the jokes, but a comedian. I want a comedian to just talk to me.
I love comedy specials.
Yes.
Yeah.
God. Okay.
And you know, you could argue that they're anecdotal because they tell the stories.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Those I'm into.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So a blonde walks into dry cleaners and tells the woman at the counter, "I need to have an outfit washed." The clerk was busy and slightly distracted, and she looked up from her work and she was like, "Come again?" And the blonde said, "No, it's toothpaste this time."
I got that one.
Okay.
Only because I've been there, so.
This dry cleaner's lady, yeah. The process of getting both out is the same. All right,
No,
along this...
Girl, don't give it away.
So this one's along kind of like same line. So a blind girl once told me I was hung like a horse, but she was just pulling my leg.
Oh.
That one's a kind of like a corny bad one that also can be funny. On the right day.
Pulling my leg.
Yeah. A blind girl told me I was hung like a horse. She was just pulling my leg.
I just think of like a child, a young girl.
Why do you think of that? Oh, no, I'm thinking like two people in bed and she's like feeling up. She's feeling the leg. She's like, oh my God. It's just my leg.
Did he say that?
No, this is what I'm imagining.
Was it really his leg though?
It's just a joke. I wasn't there.
No, I'm just, like, was it his leg? Never mind. Take it all away.
Take it all away. Reverse this whole episode.
Oh, God. Why is this more hard? What? Why is this harder for me to solve than a math equation? I'm cracking codes right now. Trying to
Because you're on like
understand
school
these
mode.
jokes. God.
And maybe it's one of those things where it's easier when you see it than if you hear it.
Maybe. Because
Maybe.
I'm just like, what?
Or maybe like, you
This
know.
is becoming more and more painful for me for every joke. Because it's like, did I get that right or not? Do I think I got it?
Now I
got
think
it.
you're overthinking
I think
now.
I got it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think I am at a point. Because I'm really trying to find the punchline here. Okay. Give us another one.
Okay. But that was it for the like not safe for works ones. Then we have the
Okay.
safe for work ones,
Oh, okay.
which I mean I think they're still funny.
Okay.
You can. What has always scared me is that like a job interview, because I've seen this before, where like you'll be in a job interview and they tell you to tell them a joke, and I don't know a single great safe for work joke.
Yeah, because my head would go straight for the one I
All the-
remember, which is the nun one, or
Yeah, like you know
know?
any of like the raunchy ones that are like really
the one
funny.
that died in the in the fridge.
Yeah.
That was my favorite so far.
And that one, like, that's kind of like toes the line of like appropriate or
Yeah.
not. And then these are like debatable if they're safe for work because they're kind of work related. So it would be very bold to tell them at work.
Okay. All right,
Um,
let's hear it.
Okay. So a man is flying in a hot air balloon when he realizes that he's lost. So he brings the balloon down lower and he spots a man below. And so then he brings it down even lower so he can shout at him. And he is like, "Hey, excuse me, can you tell me where I'm at?" And the man below goes, "Yeah, you're in a hot air balloon 30 feet above this field." And the balloonist was like, "No shit, Sherlock, you must be an engineer." And the guy goes, "Yeah, I am. How did you know?" And the balloonist is like, "Well, everything you told me is technically correct, but it's no use to anyone." And then the guy below goes, "You must be in management." And the balloonist goes, "I am. How did you know?" "Well," the man says, "you don't know where you're at, you don't know where you're going, but you expect me to be able to help. You're in the same position you were before we met, but now it's my fault."
Why is it that the management or corporate or job related ones I just hit different? Because
They're so
very
relatable. Yeah.
I loved that one.
That one, yeah, I thought was cute.
Bold. I could see what you mean by bold.
Yeah.
I would definitely use that in an interview. I'll be bold.
Do it, I dare you.
I would fucking do it. Yes, I would.
Actually, I dare you to tell that one to
To
your
our
manager. Yeah. I'll send it to you.
Don't tip me with a good time.
But Maria, guess what? I no longer have a job. My boss did not think it was funny. I think it depends on the type of manager that you'd be able to tell. Because there's some managers that I know that I can think of that I'm like, yeah, no, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, for sure. I have a manager that, or had a manager that is like a second dad to me. He came to my wedding.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
So yes,
I
you'd
would
be able to tell
absolutely
him.
tell that to him.
Yeah.
So I'll put that in my pocket.
Okay. All right. Sticking with engineers. Again, I don't know why these came with themes, but they did. So an engineer dies. He goes to the pearly gates. Again, we're going back up to heaven. Peter is there again. He checks his dossier, his list, and he goes, "You're an engineer. You are actually assigned to hell." So the engineer, he goes down to the gates of hell. He is let in, and the engineer is very dissatisfied with the conditions that are in hell.
Of course.
Naturally. So he starts right away on some improvements. So after a while, hell has the AC, they have flushing toilets, they got escalators, elevators, they got all the works.
Okay.
So the engineer becomes a very popular guy pretty quick. God catches wind of this and he calls Satan. He goes, "Hey, how's it going down in hell?" And Satan says, "Swimmingly. It's actually going really great. We've got AC, we've got flushing toilets, the works. Who knows what this engineer will come up with next?" And God's like, "What? You have an engineer?" Like, you're not supposed to have an engineer. There's some sort of mistake. He's like, "Send him back up immediately. He shouldn't be there." And Satan's like, "No way, Jesus. I like him. I'm going to keep him." And God's like, "Send him back up or I will sue you." And Satan laughed and he goes, "Yeah, right. Where are you going to get a lawyer?" Because they're all in hell. Let me just may be my favorite one.
I just like how you had it.
I saw that it wasn't hitting her immediately.
so
It was
close.
right there.
I was seconds away.
I
and
could
then-
see the calculations going. And I was like, let me just put that one right there. And then it will get there.
Oh God! Oh, my face hurts.
Well, yeah, I think that one is probably one of my favorite ones. Where are you gonna get a lawyer?
That's cute. That was cute.
All right.
That conversation between Satan and God,
God.
just like, bring it back up. No.
No.
What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna sue you. Weird.
Yeah, but what lawyers?
That was good. I love it. I love it.
Good deal. All right, next one, a little bit shorter. A crow was sitting up in a tree doing nothing all day. Rabbit comes by and asks him, "How can I sit in a tree just like you and do nothing all day?" And the crow is like, "Pop off, you can just sit underneath me." So the rabbit sits on the ground below, and the crow relax and rest. A fox jumps out of nowhere and eats the rabbit. Moral of the story, to be sitting and doing nothing, you must be very high up. There it is.
Got it. That was good. Yep. I like that one.
You like that one?
Yeah,
I'll
I
send
did.
that one your way too.
Okay. I want all these.
I'll send them to you.
Okay.
And you can tell them to your bosses. But you know what is not a joke is my gym was closed for a few days because they had bed bugs.
You said your gym?
My gym, yeah, let me say that again. My gym was closed for a few days because
Gym that I know?
no, not
At your
not
work
our
gym?
gym. No, my other one.
There's another one? Okay.
The one that has the pool that I like to go to.
Oh.
They were closed because they had bed bugs.
Where do you find bed bugs in a gym?
Fucking exactly. How the fuck are bed bugs getting to the gym? How are bed bugs even still a fucking thing? You know, I always thought that they were some mystical creature that parents told kids, nighty night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.
No.
They are a real
very
fucking thing. Yeah.
And they're not just in your bed. Your bed. If you get bed bugs, you are evacuating your whole apartment.
Okay, but that's what I don't understand. How do the bugs get into the bed?
Especially
the bed
with
bugs?
the place that you're telling me, it's a nice place.
Yeah, it's a nice
I
clean
could see
gym.
bed bugs happening, like, if you're homeless, maybe, and you have a mattress on the ground, directly on the ground. They recommend to not do that.
Yeah,
There's,
fair.
or, putting, that's what sheets are for. You probably shouldn't have sheets, or have, because it can wash. You should never sleep directly on your mattress.
Right, yeah, because then stuff soaks into the mattress and nastiness.
I do wonder. That's a good question.
How the fuck did bed bugs get into the gym? And so my first thought was like, shit, probably came from, the childcare center. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good point.
We found out where they came from.
You did?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell?
Yeah. It came from the swimming pool. It came from the lifeguard stand. They're like the little lifeguard office. I go to this gym specifically for the goddamn pool.
Oh, God.
And I'm thinking...
There's so much chlorine, though.
Exactly. And there's the humidity.
I don't
Or like the
understand.
heat. Like, don't they fucking die in the heat? Or do they love the moisture?
It could be that, but regardless, chlorine, the chemicals, I don't know how that's happening.
I was shooketh.
Yikes. Are you going to go back?
I have gone back, yeah.
Okay.
But so
For the
I did go to the pool. That's like the only thing that I use that gym
Yeah.
for is for the pool. But I know that this is nasty and you can throw judgment and hate on my way, but I would go to the pool and I would not wear sandals walking around.
Isn't that common?
I fucking thought so, but apparently people are like really grossed out about that. Like if you're
Oh.
walking around like the locker room and in the shower without sandals.
I do it.
I did it. I've been fine. I've not gotten anything.
There's athlete's foot that I think you're more prone to getting in like the showers and stuff, but
Right. But like,
I guess you could get that in the pools. Hey, I guess if you can get fucking bed bugs in pools, then I guess you can also get athlete's foots from pools.
Everything is fair game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would not wear sandals and shit walking around the locker room and the pool area. But since that thing, then yeah, I've been
Things
taking
have
my
changed.
sandals. Yeah, I take my sandals now.
Gross. 'Cause those are no joke.
No,
They can. It's like lice. You know, it's very
Yeah.
contagious.
Yeah, so that's why they were closed for like 3 days.
Wow. Oh,
They-
that sucks.
they
I
did
wonder
the
if the
whole
workers
gym.
got it and took it to their homes.
Well, I'm guessing it came from someone's home and they brought it to work.
Oh God, that sucks.
That's my guess. But
There's
I
so
don't know.
many questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Get any more go? Get
Any more jokes?
jokes.
No.
Gokes, gifs, gifs.
Giffy jokes? Nope, that was it.
Okay.
Do you have a weekly wow? I got one. Wear sandals at the gym.
Okay.
Stay safe out there,
I
people.
know I had one, and it's really bothering me that I can't think of it.
Okay, pause to give Gina time to think.
Oh, it's not gonna come.
Are you sure? What were we talking about that made you think of
It wasn't. I thought of it like a few days ago, and I never wrote it down.
What
so.
were you doing? Were you in the car? Were you at the gym?
I think I was in the shower.
It's right there.
No, it's not gonna come. But as soon as it does, I'll text it to you, and you can use it when I'm not here.
Well, I'll write it down for the next time that we get together.
Okay, that too. That works too. It's not coming to me. I just know I had something, and I really wanted to.
Was it relationship wise? Was it personal?
God, you want
Was
it
it
so bad.
Was
don't
it go
you?
back to school?
Nope, I got nothing. It's
Damn.
blank in there.
Because I'm really curious.
A black box. There's
Abyss.
nothing happening.
A rabbit hole, if you will.
It's okay.
It is okay. So I guess we'll stick with our original ones. Wear shoes and showers or at the gym.
Okay.
And if you have a good joke, send them our way.
I'm
One of us will get it. I promise you that one of us would get
I'm
it.
gonna sit there and go, uh-huh.
And the other one will connect the dot. See? The flower petals are in there and they're not catching
I
fire.
want them to catch fire just so you can see. All right.
I have seen.
Bye.
Bye. We did have another one that did catch fire.